Hello family and welcome to kamyideas. If you are here for the first time, I say you are welcome. Don't forget to leave your comments, your suggestions too as well. So in today's video, I just want to share something briefly to educate you on something very important. And this video is specifically for people who are in these categories. You are currently at home. You want to be a nurse in future, right? Maybe you are done with your senior high school, or you are probably in senior high school, and you are preparing yourself financially and whichever means you are preparing yourself to be fit to apply to a nursing school, or you've already applied to a nursing school and you are waiting your interviews. If you find yourself in one of the mentioned categories, then this video is for you. So yesterday I went to my facility to report upon resuming from my holiday on my leave. And I bumped into this group of students who started their clinical somewhere in April. So upon seeing them still around, I was like, why are you still on clinicals? They were complaints. After with their complaints, I almost cried for them. They were like, yes, we are still doing our clinical. So we finished the 6 weeks, and then the school said we should do additional 4 weeks, and we are tired, and whole lot they are complaining. And when I asked why the school said that, like, is there a reason? They were like, the school said they are preparing to ensure that they have enough food stuff stored upon their return, okay? So they won't have any issues with food and all that. And I was like, okay, it's an important thing. So I said, okay. So didn't you know that nursing is like that? Like, you can be sent on long weeks on clinicals, okay? One of them was like, no, it's too much. At least the 6 weeks is okay. So I just took the opportunity to educate them, to tell them that nursing is not just about your classroom knowledge, the theory alone, going to learn, go to school's lab and all that, and you are stick to your books and you are learning, studying all the time. Nursing is practical and then theory, okay? Because if you are good in theory and then you are not good practically, you will not be a good nurse. Because in the facility, we don't use theory to treat patients. You have to be good practically, okay? With practical work, you have to be very good. So I told them nursing is like that because I've been in your shoes, and if you're a student nurse, you have to love clinicals, okay? You develop your competencies while you're on clinicals. Because the moment you leave nursing school, and if you are doing diploma, you have 1 year to do your national service. And even in that 1 year, they'll be rotating you every month from unit to unit, unit to unit. They will send you to one unit. Before you even start picking up things, you change it to another unit. So when you come and you are fully qualified, they expect you that since you've been through nursing school and you are good, you should be able to do some basic things. And then you can't tell me you are there newly employed and students come and then you can't even teach them on anything, like on any practicals. Practical wise, you have to be good and then add your theory and then you are perfect, okay? So it took me back to memory, and I was like, there are a lot of people who are out there. You want to be a nurse, but you don't really know what it entails, okay? You don't know this is how the thing is. And you can be sent on clinicals, and when you're on clinicals, during that time, if you go on clinicals, you have your own accommodation to sort out, your feeding to sort out. No hospital will provide you any accommodation or feed you to the end. So if your school asks you to go for 8 weeks clinicals, you have to feed yourself, provide whatsoever. Wherever you are staying, you pay the light bill and water bill, okay? So all these things are things you should consider before going into the profession. And nursing, I always say that nursing is, if I say nursing is like difficult, it's not about the academics, but difficult in terms of provision, okay? If you are in nursing school and you don't have any support back home, it will be very challenging for you because it entails a lot and it's all money. Look at the school fees you pay. And during our time, the school fees was better, far better. It's like for the past few years, like the school fees we paid in nursing school has doubled or even going to triple cry. Okay, so these days you realize that the school fees is something, and then coupled with your feeding, you buy books, it's a whole lot. There might be somebody watching me right now and you are just thinking of where to get your school fees alone and then go to school. After your school fee, you still need some coins to be in your pocket. You're a woman, you're a lady, you do your hair, you buy footwear, you see something is nice, you buy, you want to go to church or you want to go to your mosque, you need to get nice outfit. They are all part of the nursing training. Okay, so you have to factor all these things before you apply to a nursing school, and you should be ready for anything. Your school can send you on clinicals for as long as they want, and you can't exempt yourself, okay? Because at the end of your clinicals, you'll be having a vacation practicum where you have to do practical examination, and it is part of your marks points to bring up your GPA. So if you don't participate in clinicals and you don't accrue points for yourself, you will not be competent enough, and the academics to your GPA will be very, very down. And clinicals is no way an option. It's compulsory. You can't be sent on clinicals and you refuse to go. No, it's compulsory. And if they say do clinicals for 6 weeks, you can't go and do 4 weeks and say that you are sorry, you want to go. It's not allowed. They will send a report to your school. I just want you to know that nursing school is a lot, and I can't imagine you thinking of how to get your school fees, and on clinicals what to feed, and then you are thinking of your examination. It's a whole lot. And these students, when they came, like for the few weeks I spent with them here before leaving, some of them were sick, collapsing on duty, and when we checked their age, be very low. The age was as low as 8. Can you imagine? And one of them had to be transfused with 1 unit of blood. And so all these things, we realized that they were not feeding well. They were buying outside food. So their concentration was, let me just get some fantikenke and some pepper and fill my tummy, and I move. They really don't think about the nutritional composition of whatever meal they find to eat, just because they want to survive. There are people who are coming from good families. They provide them with everything they want. And there are other people who are coming from average families and poor families. So when I'm talking about people that are from families that is very, very difficult to provide some things, okay? So if you are in one of these families, you're coming from a family that you know that even if you or some no day for house, put it that way, you know that the family is not okay, you have to factor some things. While you are at home, find something doing small and be saving small money, okay? And then it will help you while you go to nursing school. All right, so this is what I just want to share with you, that nursing school, prepare your mind mentally, psychologically, and prepare yourself before you enter into the profession. Don't go there and be looking frustrated. If you do that, you're not going to be a good student. Academic wise, you'll be writing your referrals, you'll be failing in school, and then it's not good for you. So this is what I want to share with you today. Stay blessed, and then see you in the next video.